Good evening, everybody. Do apologise about the late start today. A few technical hitches. For some reason, my computer decided to go as slow as possible for whatever reason. But good evening and welcome to Paranormal Living and, of course, episode 2 of Paranormal Tuesdays. I'll invite Jaide in a couple of minutes. It's all going wrong this evening. I don't know what's going on, but it's just one of them nights by the looks of it. So let me know who's there. Get your comments in. Remember, we have some fantastic stuff to talk about. We had an amazing episode for episode 1 last week. It was really good. So I do hope we get the same again, and all your comments and being as vocal as possible. Obviously, it was a bit of a change of time today because it is normally 7:30, but we had a few things on today, so it just had to push it a bit, half an hour forward. But it is great that you're on with us. So, like you say, get your comments in and let me know who's there watching this evening. Like I said, I'll bring Jaide in when she's ready. But first of all, remember, guys, I'll like the social medias down below. First, Paranormal Living, Paranormal Live 20, YouTube, of course, which we're on now, Paranormal Living TV, TikTok, Paranormal Living, which is going ridiculously well. It's been amazing. I've started doing regular videos now on TikTok, so please do come on there. I've had some beautiful questions and from people, so it's been really cool. So please do get on the TikTok and, of course, the rest of the social medias. Do not forget that. And, of course, our email, paranormallivingpodcast@gmail.com. I think Jaide is ready. Are you ready?
Hi.
Good evening. We got there.
I forgot I had a green screen up, so it was all fuzzy, and I had to go into my account and change all my settings.
Oh, it's all right, don't worry. Well, we finally got on.
The rainbow behind me, and I thought that's not very apt for tonight.
Oh, dear. So, guys, before we do get into tonight's episode, we are sponsored by Paranormal Technology Paratech this evening for the next 6 weeks. They have sponsored us. So here it is, Paranormal Technology, finding the truth. You're not just buying equipment, you're buying an experience. And I will say the equipment we've bought, for anyone who may have seen the unboxing I did, this stuff is ridiculous. I first time Jaide last night and showed a few bits. I even woke my wife up. I woke her up, turned the lights off and said, come down here, you need to check this out.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so it's honestly fantastic and a fantastic price. It's not overpriced. Like on the majority of things on eBay, you type paranormal in and it comes up like triple the price. So, please do check them out. They are below there. Paranormal Technology Paratech, like you said, get them on Facebook. And the stuff's absolutely fantastic. So please do check them out. And, the service as well, second to none. So it is great to finally have a sponsorship, which is going a while. So, of course, we will be using their equipment on the videos we have. Here we go. The comments are coming in. Martin, good evening, my friend. Many of you know Martin does own Marlow Lodge. And we will be going there in
2 weeks.
2 weeks on Saturday. It's come around very, very fast. Can't wait, Martin. And I don't know if you saw the unboxing. I've got so much equipment now. I just did a massive buy of equipment. So we've got everything we need.
And
yes.
My new video camera arrived today.
Oh, has it arrived?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I've not had to play with it yet, but yeah, it's here. And the tripod and everything. So.
Oh, brilliant. And I really can't wait. It's just getting closer to everything. So, guys, before we go into the questions tonight, and obviously the topics we're going to talk about, do remember on the 11th of April, I'll just turn that banner off. On the 11th of April, at 8 p.m., 10 p.m. and midnight, we will be live from the Ancient Ram Inn. We have quite a few experiments planned while we're there. And, of course, using all this brand new equipment, which I'm really excited for. It's going to be brilliant. And then the week after, the following Saturday, we will be live from Marlow Lodge here in Blackpool at 8 p.m., 10 p.m. and midnight. Martin, I hope you're happy with midnight. But like you say, I've been to Marlow Lodge myself for after-show parties and things because Martin does come to watch me sing. And we've had some freaky experiences there. That's just while sitting around the table and just having a chat with your friends, a bit of music on. So it's going to be a fantastic night. Betty is on with us. Good evening, Betty. I hope you're okay. Good evening. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Betty.
I had a haircut today.
Oh, did you?
Look at that.
Brother?
Yes.
No. I wish I had a brother that could cut hair.
Yeah, because we're allowed to visit people now in the garden. It was the perfect chance because I haven't had a haircut since probably November.
Okay.
So it was.
So he did a socially distanced haircut in his garden.
It was.
Like this.
Don't worry, we're all masked up and everything.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
Anyway, before we get going, Jared, I spoke to somebody tonight about the Ancient Ram Inn.
All right, okay.
And I do believe that a certain gentleman, not too far away from me, is scared, for want of a better word. I spoke to your wife and she said he's bricking it.
Well, I wouldn't say bricking it. I'm apprehensive. Because obviously we bought all the equipment. And obviously the music box is a freaky bit because it's a freaky tune. And I did say, if that goes off and now we're in a room if I'm on my own, naturally I'm going to scream because that's making me nervous, especially with these more trigger objects we've got and the flashing lights and stuff. Yes, it's going to be an interesting one.
I've got to say, I probably will be the same. I mean, you know me, I don't normally jump. Yeah. I've got an echo. I don't normally jump, but I think if that goes off, I will. I will do it that and scream and shout and swear.
Well, it'd be entertaining for Facebook Live.
Oh, there is that, yeah.
I think the thing is with ramming, it's just the history of the place, and obviously it's like the go-to for a lot of paranormal investigators. A lot of people go there, and it's like it's on the list in it to go. And the fact that we've got it just us two, I know a lot of people was like, that's pretty amazing. So it's going to be all good. Oh, let's read on with us. Good evening, let's hope you're okay. So shall we start with the questions? I think we've
because I know nothing of these.
I know. So we have questions, of course. Remember, guys, get your comments in with your experiences or anything you'd like to share with us, and we will read them out because your input is just as important. And of course, we want your answers to these questions as well. So, first one, nice and easy question to everyone. Choose one to investigate: haunted hospital, haunted house, haunted castle. That's cool. Or a haunted mine. So I want your comments in, everybody. So this is our first question of the evening. And I want to know where you would like on this list.
Yes, I've just read that comment. Sorry, that's why I'm laughing.
I haven't seen it. I'm off the comments. I can't wait to watch it. He'll be jumping and screaming.
Jade will be as bad.
Wouldn't surprise me. You never know. I might surprise ourselves.
We may be brave.
Yeah. So
the camera switched up.
You. What's on your list there? So you choose
I know which one I want to say, but I'm going to go for a different one because it's similar to last week. I would especially say hospital.
Yeah.
But I think I'd probably say a castle.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, because it's completely different. Hospital and mental asylum, which is what I said last week, are pretty similar. So I'd probably say castle because there'd be so much history and there'd be so much residual energy. And
probably a lot of rooms you'd end up just strolling upon.
Yeah.
Knowing me, I'd get stuck in a bookcase behind a wall.
What's people saying? Oh, we've got a few saying hospital.
Martin has gone for hospital, and Betty's gone for hospital as well.
I knew Betty would pick hospital.
See, I've always wanted to go down to a mine. I know there's a museum in Barnsley where you can go down under, into a mine shaft and have a look around and stuff. Because obviously my granddad used to work in the pits, and it's something I've always wanted to.
So I don't really do good in small spaces.
But I don't.
Bear that in mind for a week on Sunday.
But I can't imagine a mine being overly that haunted.
Well, I don't know. There was so many people killed in the mines,
Yeah, very true.
Years ago, when they first started mining, the actual coal face was obviously it was underground, and they had to crawl through spaces like that big, which was held up by wooden stakes. But the ground was literally held up by these wooden stakes. I only know this because I watched a program about it the other night. So there were many men crushed under there. Yeah.
It's funny enough, actually, a story about my granddad. He worked in the pit, and one of the big rocks ended up falling on his back. And if it weren't for the leather belt he had on snapping, would have crushed him.
Well, there was that big disaster back home, wasn't it? The Vancouver.
Hapton.
Oh, Hapton, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I've always wanted to go down to a mine to have a look, but I think mine would be castle because I love history. And it's like the Townley Hall, isn't it? Being able to go into them kind of places. The old halls, all things like that. That's somewhere I'd love to go. Let's imagine the history in those mines. So absolutely. I'm drawn to mines. There must have been loads of accidents and deaths in there. I'm just repeating what you said.
Yeah.
Now I said that, we'll end up getting an investigation in a mine, and I'll end up getting haunted by something. You didn't believe us. So that is our first question of the evening. So thank you very much for your comments. Remember, guys, get them comments in this evening. And of course, just a quick plug again, we are sponsored by Paranormal Technology. Paratech is equipment designed and built for affordable and all budgets. I misread that a bit, but it was close enough.
We got the message.
Yeah, it is fantastic equipment, like I said, and it's very, very good price. And, please do check them out, guys. Please do check them out. Okay, so are we ready for the next bit of questions and answers and things this evening? So this is a bit of a story. I don't know if you may have seen this, but this is a story of the devil's footprint. So I want to know everyone's thoughts on this. Do they think it's real? Do they think it's just a bit of a fairy tale? Or do you think it's just someone playing a prank? That's what I want to know. So the story of the devil's footprint. In 1855, mysterious cloven footprints appeared in newly fallen snow over a 40-mile stretch in Devon, England. They continued on top of wall, roofs, travelling over obstacles and in seemingly impossible ways. Townspeople were unable to come to a conclusion and nicknamed them the devil's footprint. Obviously, that's not the original picture, but that's obviously
right. I was going right in.
Yeah, that's just sort of a remake of what they saw on the ground.
Oh yeah, it's 1855. They wouldn't, yeah.
So yeah, the devil's footprint. I've seen this story a few times. I'm not sure what to make of it.
I've never heard of it, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Hooves and stuff. Devon's in the countryside. You get lots of goats and stuff like that in the countryside, and goats can climb. Mm-hmm. So that's the possibility.
You wouldn't see one footprint in front of the other. You'd have four.
True. Yes. Okay.
So it'd have to be someone either playing a prank, or there's something. Maybe there's something. What's the word? Gone extinct. What we don't know about.
Maybe.
But it's just a bit bizarre. Well, it's a prank, but the fact that the footprints do go up the walls, seen in the snow, and then onto the roof, and it's still one footprint in front of the other, and they look like hooves rather than footprints. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, very strange.
But it's just a shame back then. Obviously, no CCTV or pictures or anything. But yeah, listeners put not convinced. That is no problem. Like I said, this is what we want your opinion.
Now you pointed it out. I'm having a blonde moment. Yeah, I'm with Litzer. I'm not convinced of that.
Like you said, back then, there no telly, there no radios, everything. People used to make their own fun. So it was could have been coming up to Halloween and people having some fun. Ellen has made an appearance. Hello,
darling.
You tell her.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay.
Love you. I'm on my own tonight. I'm on my own babysitting duties. Amy Moore is with us. Good evening, Amy.
Hi, Amy. She's back. Hi, Eleanor.
1 minute, love. Amy is definitely hospital, going back to our previous where would you investigate. So yeah, there's the devil's footprint. So it's quite an interesting little story.
Do you want me to waffle for a bit while you sort her out?
Yeah, you can do.
All right. So you're saying it's a one-legged person, Betty. I like that. It could be. Oh, it's took me off now. Hi. Yeah, that was a very strange one. I'm not sure if I'm convinced on that one, to be honest. So while Jared's gone, he knows about this. He's already seen it. So obviously he's been buying loads more equipment for when we're doing investigations and examinations. And I've now bought us a little camcorder, tripod and everything, and apparently it does have night vision, fingers crossed. So hopefully we can get some video footage as well as we use our phones and stuff like that. But I've also bought us some more because we have the t-shirts that say Paranormal Living. It's in the wash. But we've also
I'm back now.
That's to show the merch that we've got. I'm not going to put it on because I've just done my hair. I've got another live after this one. We've now got hats. I nearly got our names put on the bottoms.
Beautiful.
I nearly got her names put on because we're gonna have to put our names in them, you know. Oh, you'll probably know which one's mine because it'll be full of makeup.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. It's a cock robin.
Right.
Yes.
Well, that's the other thing as well. It doesn't specify how big the footprints were.
No, exactly. She's back. Hello, gorgeous.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
What have I got?
What have you got? What is it?
I just got this for that.
Oh, very nice.
I've already got and I just opened the blind bag. Like,
It was Austin's birthday today.
Oh, yes, so it was.
and I got
Yeah, you got a little thing, didn't you?
Very nice.
punching.
Right, go on.
And
Eleanor,
One last thing to show you.
I'll come and see you one day and you can show me then, all right?
okay, and I got this. Oh my God.
There is Eleanor, ladies and gentlemen, my daughter. You okay?
Yeah.
I thought she would have been asleep, actually.
Yeah.
Right, go on.
Was she in bed? Are you going back to bed?
Go on. Go front room.
I can use this off.
No, go in front room. Go. So, back to that. Single parent.
Paranormal Living with Jaide and
And Betty says hello, Eleanor. Okay, our next question for this evening. I know it's not the best of quality, but would you fear a full apparition? That is our next question for this evening. Would you fear a full apparition? Yeah, our faces are completely disappeared now with this this picture. James, we can't see what you're doing, so you need to comment.
I'm there.
So our question is, would you fear a full
Absolutely
apparition?
not. Absolutely. I've seen a couple. It doesn't scare me. Yeah, it can make you jump, but
Yeah.
no. I wouldn't be scared of it. But I suppose depends if it's like because I've seen my dad a few times and other people that I know, that doesn't bother me. But I don't know if I saw some freaky looking thing, then yeah, it's going to scare the crap out of me. But no.
Yeah, I think for me, I think it's more the jumpy side of it because I don't think it really wouldn't bother me seeing it, but it just probably make you jump, especially if you're like you say you're walking down the corridor and something appears. But like you say, sometimes as well, it's residual energy in it, just like going through videos, like a video clip in it. Because there were a story about this. Someone asked, I was watching a live with this medium, I can't remember who it was now, it was about a week ago, and they were asking about seeing when people see like the spirits, sometimes they walk through walls, or you might only see half of it, or you might only see the legs. Obviously, the building's been done up that much. That's obviously where the floors maybe have been raised, and they're still going through that same where that door used to be and whatever. So for me, I don't think I would. I think it just made me jump more than anything, and then I probably wouldn't. Unless, like you say, it was something really creepy. Betsy puts, not really. Listen, never seen one, so I don't know how I would react. I hope it wouldn't scare me. Well, if most of the time, they're obviously not there to scare you.
No.
You know, so friends with Denise, and she says it's more when she sees them, it doesn't bother her, but it just makes her jump.
Yeah.
Especially when you're not expecting it. Like you turn around and then there's someone stood there. Like, good evening. Oh, dear.
Oh, yeah.
Amy's put yes.
Oh, yeah. I could see Amy getting scared. Yeah.
John Moore, sometimes these stories are old wives' tales that are passed through generations of families. As facts, however, they start as hearsay. I'm always skeptical without proof. Jay, just
John, I know I can tell you're a skeptic. John's one of my friends. So Jared will be back very, very soon. He has a little girl that's crying. Amy, why would it scare you so much? If it was, say, a loved one coming back to say hello, would it really, really scare you that much? If it, like I said, if it was something freaky, it would scare the crap out of me. But yeah, wouldn't really. I don't think it'd actually scare me. Betty said, "Not really." Oh, have you ever heard a voice call your name, but there was nobody there, nobody around? That's your next question. Have you ever heard a voice call your name or something say your name? I've got a funny story about that. My best friend's husband was in the house all alone. They've got a big 4-bedroom house, and he was in the shower. And and he knew there was nobody in. And he said he could have sworn blind somebody shouted his name on the corridor. So he thought it was his wife come back. So he pulled the shower curtain around, looked, there was nobody there. Next news, he said he heard it again and he looked, turned his head, but the shower curtain was still closed, but he could see a figure of a woman. So he ripped it back really quickly, showed everything off that he had, but there was nobody there again. So yeah, I think that would creep me out if somebody was shouting my name and I didn't see them. You're scared of your own shadow, Amy. I like it. Look at that. I did that without even touching it. Thanks, Jared. I've thought I've heard my name a couple of times, but I don't know. It might just, you never know, do you? It could just be in your head.
Hello.
Hello, welcome back.
This is one of them nights which is not going to plan, but we're fine. We'll be back to normal next week. For me, I've had that experience quite a few times recently. The other week, actually, I was in the shower and I thought I heard Lindsay, who is my wife, shout my name on the landing. And so, like, you know, when you do like, you what? And then got out of the shower, realized she wasn't even in the house.
See, that's similar to the story that I just thought about.
Yeah. And, like, you know, when the study was upstairs before, I made it downstairs, the amount of times I'd be sitting there and hear Lindsay shout me or someone female shout me so many times, but it's always like a mumble, as if you just half hear it, and they always shout back. And then she's even downstairs in the kitchen, so she wouldn't have even shout, and she's like, what are you about? And I'm like, I just heard you shout me, what are you about? Yeah. It's like nothing. Like, it's very
it's very strange, isn't it?
John has put, I am skeptical, however I'm willing to be objective if there is no other reasonable explanation.
See, that's a good way to be. At least you're open-minded. That's really good.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I got to speak to Kieran O'Keefe again. Last night it was. Was it last night?
Yeah, well, you told me yesterday.
Yeah. Sunday night I got to speak, who was obviously the parapsychologist in Most Haunted, and he's done quite a few other bits as well. And that's what I like about him. He's open to the he's open to the idea of mediumship, spirits, hauntings and stuff, but obviously he's there to prove. But if he can't prove it, he's like, well, there we go. You know, and that's what I really like. And he's really sound as well. So that's what I liked about him. He's still open to the idea, because I find some people, when they're a bit skeptical or the parapsychologists, just put everything down. It's like mediums are a lot of crap. They always go for the most obvious names, or which frustrates me, as you can imagine.
It's very open-minded, isn't it, Kieran?
Yeah. We have another question. Are we ready for another question for this evening?
Yes.
Have you ever witnessed an object moving by itself?
We have. We have, haven't we?
I can't remember.
Chandelier.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. I need to put this clip on for our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Well, let me just move my head sideways so you can see my head. So guys, remember, get your comments in, let us know. Yeah, that was because it was one of the last vigils we did, wasn't it? Because we haven't done it for a while now. Well, that was weird because you were sat on the floor. And no, saying that, the Christmas decorations as well. When they started hanging around. Yeah. That's some take that back. Yeah, we've had quite a few objects move experiences. It is very Yes, darling. What are you doing? You bit silly. Yeah. But I want to know, guys, get your comments in. Have you ever seen an object moving by itself? I know Denise was telling us a story, weren't she, about the rings on the table and literally levitated in front of her and her husband's face and then dropped on the floor. I think that's pretty cool. And Luke said, no, I've never seen any objects move by itself. I've heard a voice call my name, though, with nobody in the house. But convinced myself it was my imagination.
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
Sorry, don't worry.
One of those nights.
Yeah, I think that's when you hear a voice or something. Like I was talking about this on the TikTok because someone asked me a question, and I was talking about the similar kind of thing of Oh
no.
Just be careful. And it was about your rational mind, because sometimes when certain things happen, your rational mind, even like you say, I've done this with mediumship, giving out messages. Part of your rational mind is like, where did that come from? Does not make sense, and it's you try and play it down when it's obviously come from somewhere. Hey, Carl. Good evening, buddy. Hope you're all right.
Hi.
Hope you're well. Oh, he's got the bubbles.
What is blow?
Eleanor,
moving.
Eleanor, go and blow in the other room. She listens to her Auntie Jade.
She'll be back in a minute. No, not so much moving. However, I have had candles being blown out when there is no breeze. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. Well,
what did you feel about that, John? If you should write us another comment, how did that actually make you feel when that happened? Because I'm really
he's a skeptic with an open mind.
Yeah.
So, did you see my comment in the group chat today? Between me and
no,
you?
I was driving, so I didn't get to see the message.
We've been having some crazy crap going on at work recently.
Good evening, Mark.
It's always in a certain room.
Mm-hmm.
It's happened twice in this bedroom. There's nobody in there because I'm talking to the lady that's in that room, that's in the lounge.
Yeah.
The door's closed. There's nobody on that back corridor at all. And then the buzzer will go off. The nurse call. So you go down, turn it off. There's nobody there. You're like, okay, press that. And then it happened again. Now today, it happened in a room that there's nobody even sleeping in that room now. That room is being used for testing when relatives come in.
Yeah.
So, and it went off this morning. Everyone's looking, going, there's nobody in room 2. So I walked round, the buzzer is flashing, turned it off, and it seems to be happening more, but it's only those 2 bedrooms.
All right. Was anyone recently passed in there?
I said, not recently, but I said, these 2 bedrooms are the people, we used to have a couple of people staying in those rooms that did use the buzzer a lot. So I'm like, oh, it's such a body, she's come back. Oh, it's been me. So they're just letting us know that it's going around us.
I'll lend you some equipment and you can set it up while you're working. Don't go in that room. I've just got the music box in there.
Yeah, just leave that. I'll set up a video camera.
Not the REM pod. That will make them jump.
I mean, obviously, there's going to be loads at work. It's a nursing home. We've had so many people pass away.
Yeah. Good evening, Mark. How you doing, buddy? Mark, of course, is from Paranormal Technology.
Hi, Mark. This is our new presenter, Eleanor.
Yeah. It's because Lindsay's not in tonight. 1 minute, love. So Mark, everybody, is from Paranormal Technology. As we mentioned, he has sponsored us for quite some time now. We are, of course, sponsored by Paranormal Technology. So please do check him out on Facebook. As I mentioned earlier, the equipment's absolutely second to none. And I messaged Mark yesterday just saying that obviously I've had a bit of a run through my house, turned all the lights on. And then the music box turned on, and then I turned the lights back on. Told you.
That would just be your granddad saying he's there.
Well, talking about that, actually. So, as I mentioned, obviously, TikTok's quite a big thing at the minute and pushing us on there. And someone asked a question about speaking to loved ones who have passed. So I said, I just talk to them like they're there, and send out them thoughts. And if I have a question for my granddad, especially when we're developing with mediumship, I just send that thought out before I go to bed, and obviously the answers will come. But as I mentioned to my granddad, an orb flashes past my chest, but I've got the green screen on, so you wouldn't see any dust or anything. And when I start saying about something else, another orb comes flashing up my chest. Wow. You can see it on the video. Yeah, it's quite cool. And someone commented because someone had asked me a question as well on the TikTok about the dad had passed away, and they're sort of waiting to hear back from him, and he hadn't been gone long. So I was explaining the story about obviously my dad passed away July last year, and obviously the fact that he's only just started coming through. And then she was mentioned as well. She's seen it on a few other things as well. Apparently. Sorry, everyone. Can't get this thing open. Where are we? We need to get over to your house for a wee investigation. Absolutely, Mark. Even my daughter, what was it? Was it just before Christmas when I ended up buying the blue candle?
Yeah.
Because she was like, "There's someone in the toy box." But I have been told by different mediums that she's quite open to mediumship and stuff. So probably.
Well, it means the family, doesn't it? So
Yeah, my granddad, my mum's open to it. Obviously, I'm now developing into it, and then I think she.
This way.
What?
That noise.
Don't know. See, she started already. There you go.
I can see it.
There you go.
I can hear it.
John, I was freaking out as it happened.
you need to go up one. You missed a bit. Go up one.
Oh, right. I've missed. Sorry. I do
You
apologise.
missed that view. Yeah, it's all right.
OMG, Jade, when I went to the hospital, something similar happened to me. The room was empty and the person had died, but the buzzer kept going off. Oh, wow. That's cool. 1 minute, darling. Anyway, I lived on a farm, as I said last week, and the books started falling off the stand, and they had been there years before, never fell off before. I went all cold and I felt sick. I know you were saying about the farm, saying I don't know how you stayed in there for so long.
I know.
Something similar happened to me though. But just before I started going to the development class and awareness classes, I've got a Bible on the bookshelf, and it was given to me when I was baptized. So I was 93, sorry. And I come down one morning, it was off the shelf and open on a specific page, and it's like, how did that even happen? Because it's always sat on the shelf, it's never moved off the shelf. This is before Eleanor were born. And then I went to see a medium, which was Gordon Walsh, and he said to me, it's like, they're giving you the signs to go to awareness. And I said, done it and looked back since, to be honest.
Crazy.
There we go. I was freaking out as it happened. This is obviously regards to the buzzer, sorry. I was freaking out as it happened 2 to 3 times during the night shift. It was a side room that had been cleaned and the doors were closed and no one had been admitted to that room yet. See, I think my issue is, like we were saying about the ancient ramming and stuff, I'm jump scare. That's my issue. I don't think I've literally be sat in a room with me. I'm going, oh my God, what am I doing here? It'd be more like, what's that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
That'll be me. That will be me. I'm like, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that?
Oh dear. So yeah, guys, just a quick recap before we do go into our next little topic of the evening, if I can get it on. 11th of April, 8 p.m., 10 p.m. at midnight, we will be live streaming from the ancient ramming. We keep saying the same thing, but I'm so apprehensive but excited and a mixture of emotions, which of course is a week on Sunday. And then the following Saturday, we'll be live at 8 p.m., 10 p.m. at midnight at the Marlow Lodge Hotel here in Blackpool. And like you say, I've had a few experiences there myself. I won't go into too much detail, which I'll just tell you little snippets. But yes, it's quite an active little hotel. And let's see what goes bump in the night there. Look at that. Tell you, magic. Okay.
Go on, roll watching.
Like I say, I'm on my own this evening. All right, so we do have 10 minutes left of the show, everybody, this evening. So I do hope you've enjoyed it. Obviously, we've had a few technical hitches and everything. It's been a typical episode 2 of Paranormal Tuesday. Mark has just picked up an antique mirror for scrying needles to say it will be getting cleansed law.
Scrying? Did you say scrying needles? That seems needless.
Yeah. What is going on this evening? Oh dear!
Oh dear me!
Scrying needles. Sorry. Just picked up an antique mirror for scrying. Needless to say, it'll be getting cleansed tomorrow.
We are normally professional, Mark.
Yeah, Mark. So episode 1, we were good. Tonight's going to be.
Well, it was a little bit rushed tonight, wasn't it? Because you were late home from.
I imagine that's an emoji. Unfortunately, doesn't. Mark, I do have a question for you since you've joined us this evening. What has been your favourite investigation you've done? And also, is there a place you'd like to go? Because hopefully, when obviously all this sort of calms down, because obviously a lot of people know I'm a singer, I do aim to come to Ireland to do some gigs, but I would also like to come to Ireland with Paranormal Living, so then we could do some investigations as well.
Oh, is Mark in Ireland?
Yeah, Northern Ireland.
Oh, right. Okay, cool.
I hope that's a good compliment. Oh dear. Yeah, it's crazy now. Well, at least she's blowing bubbles now, so she's all right. But yeah, Northern Ireland, and because of the history in some of them places in Ireland is absolutely amazing. I wonder what's going. Why am I reading to that? Where's my glasses?
Have you ever done scrying?
No. Well, talking of that,
Oh, got a bag.
I've got my bag of tricks in here. So I was there's a thing about scrying. My granddad used to do it, so he used to do it with sand.
All right, okay.
And he used to, and he always had a white plate and put the sand on the plate, and then you just mess it up. And it's something I've always wanted to do. And I was listening to a book, which I bought an audio book the other day, which was by Derek Okora, and it was about paranormal investigations and tips and stuff. So I've been listening to that while I've been at work, and really interesting. But he mentioned the crystal ball, and my granddad used to use this as well. But I've never known how to use it, and I always trying to remember what my granddad said. Obviously, he's been passed away now 9 years. All that then. But I was listening to Derek Okora's book. One minute. I was listening to Derek Okora's book. He mentioned about using the crystal balls and with scrying and how to read it. So now I know how to read them. So when I be able to start doing readings, no, darling. When I'm able to do readings, go let the cat in. When I'm able to do readings, obviously that is now I have an idea how to use it with his tips and stuff. I can be able to do it.
I've done it once before when I went to, I don't know if Liam's in, I can never remember where we went, but it's in Manchester. My first ever proper ghost hunt.
Yeah.
I can't remember who we went with. And they said, oh, we're going to try scrying. Now, I'd never heard of it. And he said, oh, you need to just look in this mirror. And I stood in front of the mirror for a good 5 minutes before, but then all of a sudden, it was weird. My face just completely changed.
Oh, I remember you saying about this, yeah.
I was staring at a completely different person. I was mesmerised. It was so weird. It freaked me out a bit.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't stop staring at myself.
Really?
I mean, you know me, I do like looking in the mirror, but it was like, I don't know, it's weird. My whole face changed. Very different.
Yeah, Sharon Rectory was amazing. But we want to do the ancient ramen. So I can't wait for the feedback. Absolutely. So, but then obviously on a week on Sunday, we will have obviously a live feed the Tuesday before, which is next Tuesday, and also the Tuesday afterwards, which we will give you a bit of an insight into what happened and if we were completely scared, left early. And then obviously the podcast will be about that. Go on, please. Thank you. But yeah, there's definitely we have a few things lined up, and 30 East Drive as well is on the hit list.
Yes.
I was talking to someone yesterday actually on TikTok, another medium, and she's going to 30 East Drive on her own.
What?
On her own.
Oh, she's brave.
I know, but least thing if anything, because obviously sometimes when you watch programs, a lot of people are like, well, there's loads of people there, anything. Yeah. But you're on your own with a camera and by yourself, it's pretty hard to make things go bump in the night.
Very true.
They just take.
Yeah, so the one that I really want to do, but for some reason, the contract, I think because they're contracted to another company, I really want to do. Oh, you're all right, Michael. It's a bit of a weird night tonight. We've got Eleanor popping in, Jerry's daughter, and other stuff. And for some reason, my camera's very glitchy, and I don't know why. I want to do Newsham Park Hospital. It's a old mental asylum in Liverpool. But we can't get in on our own, so we'd have to go with another team, which I don't really like doing. But we'd love to get you guys over to Belfast for a few days investigate. Oh, I'm definitely up for that. Definitely up for that, Mark. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Never been to Ireland, somewhere I've always wanted to go for the history and obviously for the investigations and stuff. And yeah, no, that'd be amazing. I'm sure Jared will be up for that, definitely. So where else do you think we should go, guys? Is there any other places you think we should go and investigate? Local, not local. I said the other way. No. We've just been invited to Ireland.
Oh, cracking. Sounds like a plan to me. Cracking. Yeah, like you say, I've got two brothers in Ballymena, Belfast. And like you say, I've always wanted to go to Ireland. I don't think I've been since I was a kid.
I've never been.
I'd love to go just to experience it. Then, like I said, there's a lot of history there. So I've got a few gigs, a few paranormal investigations. I'll be coming on stage possessing. Can I am Elvis?
Gillingham Castle, is that up north, Amy? Is that near where you are?
Someone mentioned that last week. Or was it you, Amy, you mentioned
Probably
that?
Amy, yeah.
I've got it open on a tab to contact. It is
Right, cool.
I have a list of things to do, and it is on that list. Cheers, Mark. Thank you very much, mate. And thanks again for the equipment. Thank you. Northumberland. Yeah. I'll tell you where I'd like to go. Talking when I was at work the other day, because I booked the Sunday off work because it was my weekend off. And I said, I'm doing some filming. So I didn't want to say what we were doing because they might call me a weirdo or something. I'm like, oh, right. Is it for Elvis? I said, no. I said, I'm doing like a little sort of TV show on YouTube. All right, what's it about then? I went, right. So it's a thing. I do a thing called Paranormal Living. And I said, obviously, paranormal investigations. So I actually, surprisingly, turned into a decent conversation because the lady I was working with has never seen a medium, always want to see a medium. And then she gave me a list of places to go. I'm like, thank you. Write them down. But she mentioned, is it Shingle Hall near Preston? You know, it's off the, is it 6? I can't remember the bloody name of the motorway. Is it M6? I think it's at the back of Garstang, I think. If I remember. But it's on the list. I'll tell you where I also like to go is Salisbury Hall.
Yes, you've always said that.
Even to apparently though, I think from what I gather, you can walk around the grounds at dark.
As far as I know, you can, yeah.
Because I know Denise went, didn't she? And she had quite a few interesting experiences.
Oh, that'd be good, Mark.
French Quarter, New Orleans. I don't, well. See, sorry, go on.
It's sort of like they're all around New Orleans, all like into the voodoo and stuff like that, aren't they? So spirits around there.
That'd be a cool interview to interview someone like a witch doctor. See what?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
See, I'll tell you where I'd like to go as well. I was watching a documentary about this, and it was where the Civil War were in America. Can't remember the name of the battleground. But they're still seeing some of these Civil War soldiers walking the grounds still. But they're saying about.
I think I've seen that on Ghost Adventures, but I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the battleground. Really can't remember. But they were saying about the stone, which is on the battleground, about it soaking the energy up. You know, so it's like a video clip.
Gettysburg.
That's the one. Thank you very much, Lisa. I know I just couldn't remember, but that's somewhere I definitely see. America, the history of America. I'd love to be able to. Do you remember the program Dead Famous?
Yes.
See, I used to love that because obviously he was sensitive, so he didn't necessarily physically speak to him, mediumship wise. But some of the places that went, like they got to go to Alcatraz, and I'm like, that is so.
Well, now that I would love to.
I remember I went to Alcatraz when I was 13, went on holiday, so we got to go there. Cool place, but I think I'd like to go back now. I appreciated it then, but I think I'd appreciate it more. And now developing with mediumship, I know I'd be walking around going, see what I pick up, jot some notes down.
You know where I'd really, it may sound a bit macabre, but Normandy.
Yeah, on the beach. Yeah, we are. Well, me and my stepdad were going on, all being well, at some point. We're doing like Waterloo and a few of the battlegrounds.
Yeah.
We're like a week's course ride. So yeah, so that'd be cool.
They're good at those. I did I used to do advertising for a company that do them.
All right, yeah.
So yeah, they're really good. Have you seen Mark's comment?
The Winchester House. Well, funnily enough, Mark, the next podcast is all about the Winchester House, which will be out on Thursday morning. So remember, guys, it has been 2 weeks since the last one.
Hold on a minute. Hold back up. It'll be out on when Thursday morning.
Yeah.
When are we recording it?
We'll sort it out. Plenty of time.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm live tomorrow night, so I can't do it tomorrow night.
What's to do on my own then? My mum doing my Lancashire tone. I know I wouldn't have been so busy today. I probably could have.
No, it's been a bit mad, hasn't it?
But yeah, the Winchester House. Yeah, that's on the next podcast. it was funny if we were talking about that yesterday as well, weren't we? That because all the like this, the random doors, isn't they, and doors to nowhere and stuff. Because she believed, didn't she, that the spirits who would kill people who were killed by the Winchester rifle was coming to haunt her.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a cool story. So yeah, that is on the next podcast.
Michael said something a bit above about the banishing. Have you seen it?
Do apologise.
What's the banishing? Where is it? Apparently, it's supposed to be the most place in England.
Worth a watch. Can't remember where it is. Let me write that down. Right, look, just a note. Yeah. See as well. Pendle Hill as well. That's on the hit list to do the witches. Right, I wrote that as a note. I will take a look at that. So, guys, we are coming towards the end of episode 2 of Paranormal Tuesday. Thank you very much for tuning in. It was an interesting episode. It's gone more stuff planned. But, of course, guys, remember to check out Mark at Paranormal Technology. Yes, darling. Who has sponsored us? Yes, I will do, love. I'm nearly finished now. So, Paranormal Technology, finding the truth. You're not just buying equipment, you're buying an experience. And again, ladies and gentlemen, as I told you, the stuff I got yesterday, it's a fantastic price and the stuff is brilliant. So
I've not seen it personally yet, but Jared gave me a bit of a FaceTime, didn't you? But all the lights out and
especially when we're laughing though.
I can't believe how bright the things are. I mean, your living room and kitchen were pitch black, and then you turn this little sensor light on, and it's.
We're laughing though because of the red coat. Kind of thought I live in Blackpool. I wonder what my neighbours will think.
Yeah, so a red light on it.
Lit up my whole kitchen. Like that. And then what was funny when Lindsay come down, I put the laser on. I bet they thought we're having a rave. No,
I can't wait to start using that stuff. Amazing. Thank you, Mark.
You need some cocoa.
Yes, it's cocoa time.
You need some.
Yes, I'm going to. I promise. Okay. So, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in tonight. Thank you for all your comments. We will see you next Tuesday at 7:30, back to normal time. And again, Mark, thank you very much for tuning in. Oh, Eleanor, are you going to wave?
Hi, Eleanor.
My host, Eleanor. Oh dear. And Jade, of course. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Love and light. All the best. What is it? Adios.
Adios.